Welcome back for another video. The transfer plans videos are back. After the first weekend of Premier League games, let's discuss all the key things that we've learned to take forward with our teams and an early look at my team and transfer plans for Gameweek 2. How are you all getting on in your teams? Leave a comment below. I made a couple of big announcements over the weekend. The first one is that price changes are fully integrated into my site and app now. The official FPL app doesn't even have price changes, so I've added it into mine, and it uses official FPL prediction data, so it's the same accuracy. It's essentially 100% accurate price changes now, barring those rare occasions where a player's showing at 99.9% and then the last seconds transfers tips them over. And the other one is that live rank is now live in the app as well, using official FPL rank data for 100% accurate live rank. So just enter your ID and you'll get real-time rank during games. And it's got a fun little toggle for away kits if your players have an away game. Both are completely free and they always will be. FPL.page or FPL Focal in the App Store, links below for that. And if you want to try out Premium, it's 80% off, and that's about to end as well, so don't miss out, because there won't be another 80% off offer all season. So, things started so well on Friday night for those of Arsenal assets. A 3-0 win over Coventry at the Emirates. Arsenal only conceded 0.2 XG, the best of any team so far. Zolis was directly involved in 7 shots for Arsenal against Coventry, attempting 4, and he set up 3, the most of any player in the game. In his post-match interview, did you guys see this? He asked whether he'll get the assist for Saka's goal, and he said that it does count an FPL after all. Just not an officially recognised assist, because it was a parried ball by the keeper, but an FPL that is an assist. So I love the nod to FPL by Zolis. I actually managed to find his FPL team as well. So he picked himself, and he captained himself in his FPL team, plus he had Calafiori, he got the assist that match. White got the other assist, 11-pointer for him. Could be a huge season for Odegaard if he can stay injury free, scoring again after that goal in the Community Shield. Don't forget, he scored 212 points before and 186 points before, and he hasn't been this cheap for 5 years. I'm really liking the look of him and Odegaard for 6.5 mil. Safe to say no one liked the look of Man United in Gameweek 1. Shockingly poor performance, lacking in movement, no inventiveness, loose passes. Whole playing with so much more urgency. I was saying to Harry and Ross, it's like watching a pre-season friendly for Man United here. And now they've lost their league opener to a newly promoted team for the first time in their history, a new record. Like, credit to Hull as well. Mendy with a goal, clean sheet and def gone, 15-pointer for him. What I will say, whatever you do, don't panic sell your Man United players just yet. It's a sample size of one game and they've got Ipswich home next. I know they just won as well. I guess the big question is whether you stick with Bruno captain if you went with him Gameweek 1, or do you switch to someone else like if you've got Haaland? What's your early thoughts on captaincy? Let's take an early look at Team of the Week for Gameweek 2. So if you're not familiar, this is a tool on the app that updates itself around the clock. Like if a player picks up a knock, then they'll disappear from the team if they were in it, and it reacts to team news by itself. How many players have you got from the team? So it's Rushworth, Frimpong, Maguire, Thomas, Bruno and Bumo, Palmer, Saka, Szoboszlai, Isak and João Pedro. So interestingly, despite how Man United got on in Gameweek 1, the triple up is still worth it, worth holding on to. It's easy to get carried away reacting to one game in FPL. It's a one game sample size. Wait for that Ipswich game with your FPL players if you've got any from Man United. Obviously the team here's got no Haaland as well, and instead the money's been spread around on the likes of Palmer, Isak and Saka, which could honestly work. We saw so many no Haaland teams do really well in the first weekend of FPL after all. Saka straight into Arsenal's starting 11 last match. We weren't sure if it would be him or Madueke, and he's another one like Odegaard. He's going to be a very, very good pick if he stays injury free. So that's next week's Team of the Week. Longer term, who's got the best fixtures to target? So in this segment, we look at the next 5 game weeks and we split it out into projected goals and projected clean sheets. Screenshot is from the projections ticker using 11/5 data. Man City top for goals with 10.5 over the next 5. That Game Week 3 fixture in particular is the one where the no Haaland teams are going to have to make a decision. Free hit, wildcard, or risk no chip and go without him. But Coventry home, I think most are going to be using a chip then. Liverpool second, and then it's Man United, and then Arsenal joint third, followed by Chelsea, Newcastle, Bournemouth, Brentford, Villa and Brighton. Like if you've got a specific wildcard game week in mind, then on the tool you can just edit the game week range you want to look at. Like for example, I'm looking at wildcard in game week 4 myself, so I'm actually only interested in the next 2 game weeks, but everyone's on different chip strategies, so just find what works for you. Projected clean sheets has got Arsenal top, followed by Man City, and then it's Liverpool, Man United, Newcastle, Everton, Brighton, Villa, Chelsea and Spurs. It's worth mentioning how close it is though. You've got 5 teams tied in there. Longer term, although Arsenal top, White, Calafiori could be headaches to own. Konsa is going to be the one for 4.5 mil, I've got no doubt. Like as soon as he starts a game for Arsenal, which might be Gameweek 2, he's going to become one of the most obvious picks in the game. And he's one of the many reasons I'm targeting the early wildcard, because you could go, I don't know, Konsa and Raya, that's a fairly cheap combination. You could go Konsa and Gabriel and just look at it, what the average price between the two is. So anyway, that's where I'm looking longer term, one of the reasons I like wildcard 4. And in Gameweek 4, Man United play Man City, so that's another reason. Chelsea have got Hull home, so that's another one, I'll triple up for that. Like, I know Hull just beat Man United Gameweek 1, but still. Man City went behind versus Bournemouth in Maresca's first league game. Tavernier goal, Evan Nilsson assist. Foden looked really frustrated out there. He went straight down the tunnel in frustration. Anderson went off of a knock. Gay actually played in midfield to start with. Very late on, a Cherky corner in the 84th minute found Gay, who nodded it in. Then a Cherky ball through to Vardy on the 91st, won the game for City. So Haaland and Bruno blank in Gameweek 1, the 2 single most popular captains by far. Haaland blanks in Gameweek 1 for the first time ever. He did have some chances, he took 4 shots in the box, but it just wasn't his day. Brighton absolutely decimated Villa. A goal in the 8th minute, and then the 18th, and the 30th, and the 31st. Hinshelwood with a brace, 5 mil Gomez also came away with an assist, but nothing for Gross unfortunately. But De Kuyper playing out of position left wing with a goal, assist and clean sheet and bonus points. Huge haul. Well played if you picked him. I wish I had. I went for the other out of position defender, Hume, who ended up on 2 points for Sunderland. Just an unbelievably weak lineup from Villa. Like no Watkins as well, who reportedly wants to move away. João Gomez with one of the worst debuts ever. Gets a stupid yellow really early on for gesture and a yellow card to the ref. That's always a yellow, but he does it anyway. And then he was lucky to escape a second yellow just minutes later, diving in. And then he goes and gets a straight red card. And now he faces a 3-match ban. Liverpool came back very late to snatch a point at St James's Park. Elanga on a lethal counter-attack for the first. A Sula assist, who was playing up top. Visser in behind him. Gakpo pulled level 55th minute. Whitlock 2 minutes later put Newcastle ahead again, which was an unreal assist from Visser, dribbling from inside his own half to the edge of the Liverpool box. Hall had a great game, he got Defcon as well, so he got a feel for him, giving away the pen in the last second of the game. And the big question mark was, who takes Liverpool's pens, Isak or Zoboszlai? We found out as soon as Gameweek 1, Zoboszlai took it and he buried it. I mean, perhaps Isak just didn't want it on such an occasion against his old club. He was getting booed the entire game. And he didn't have a great game, to be honest with you, so maybe he just wasn't feeling confident enough. Maybe he just isn't their number 1 taker and it's definitely Zobo. But yeah, he looks a great asset, Zobo. That's pens, probably, free kicks and corners. And he got the bonus point for burying it. In other news, Everton beat Palace 2-0. Dewsbury Hall and Barry the goal scorers. And Dye getting the assist for Barry's. Chadi Riyad went off of a really bad knee injury. An afternoon to forget for Palace, devastating. And I think he's injured his knee badly before. They face Man City next. Ipswich came away victorious over Sunderland. That's just the 4th time in Premier League history that 2 newly promoted teams won their first Premier League game. O'Shea and Xhaka hit Defcon that match. Emerson with a debut goal for Ipswich, and Cisse with a debut assist as well. And Cisse was electric, but he did go off injured. And Leeds won on the road versus Forest 1-0. Stack, Ampadu, Beale and Justin with Defcon points. 3 bonus for Stack, he absolutely smashed it, and he could be great value for 6 mil. Brentford breezed past Spurs. It's 3-0 they won. Pretty alarming performance. 3.9 XG by Brentford to 0.6 XG for Spurs. Spurs did have Van de Ven and Pedro Porro out, and Fernandes was on the bench. De Zerbi said after the game, "I knew after the Hoffenheim game, I said we're not in the right point. We are late for the start of the Premier League." So not a promising quote from De Zerbi. Sangare with 2 assists and Defcon on his debut though. He looks like he's got the potential to be ridiculous for 5.5 mil. Like, given his really high Defcon numbers that we talked about in the preseason content. And he hits Defcon in his debut, plus gets 2 assists. Okay, so running through my team selection and transfer plans for Gameweek 2, the team is Kinski in goal. It's a 3-4-3 again. It's Calafiori, Maguire and White at the back. In midfield, Mbumo, Bruno, Szoboszlai and Zolis. And up front, Robbie, Haaland and DCL. The bench is fine. I've got Verbruggen, Hume, Gross and Diop. Just nowhere to fit Hume into the starting 11, but he does have Fulham home. I was thinking about the Hume pick more after the deadline stream, and he was a late decision to come into the team when we got news that Martinelli wasn't in the squad again for Arsenal, which gave me enough of a confidence boost in Zolis to swap him in. It was Foreign Dyer who did get the assist in DEFCON, but I did sell Ballard to fund it, who ended up on 0 points, so it's ended up about the same difference. But yeah, with a bit more time, I would have gone for Rodon instead for sure. Been talking so much about how I'm backing them to have a good year, and they've brought in Trafford, they've brought in Mihajlovic, so like really solid signings at the back. It's hard to think on the spot, I'll be honest, when you've got like 7,000 watching you. But anyway, it is what it is. Hume, the upside was there. The prediction was he started right wing, and he did. But yeah, obviously just the 2-pointer from him. So 4-point swing, not the end of the world after one game week anyway. The starting 11's fixtures are fine in the team here, so there's really no need to be making a transfer. Like even if someone gets injured midweek, Hume just goes into the starting 11. As a reminder, there's 12 teams playing midweek, Brighton in that Europa Conference League second leg and the rest in the League Cup, so no need to risk an early transfer. So that will take me up to 3 free transfers after rolling into Gameweek 3, and I'll make a call then whether to spend a move targeting Man City home to Coventry, or Liverpool playing Ipswich, or just take another bank transfer into the wildcard and then try to keep rolling to get up to 5 free transfers. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, hit subscribe, and I'll see you soon for the next one.